The following story was posted on Reddit, and all credits belong to the original author. Special thanks to Napperhog23 for granting permission to use their story. Now then, sit back, relax, and do enjoy the show. At first, it was barely noticeable. I was just watching TV, playing with my phone, trying to get some nap in, and then I noticed a small, black stain on my bedroom's ceiling. It was right above my bed, my pillow even, so every time I was trying to sleep, I'd just be staring at it. I didn't find it particularly distracting, just pretty odd. So I left it be. Then it got bigger. It slowly started to resemble a blob more than a stain. And it was moving. Gross, man. It finally got annoying enough that I had to do something. So I grabbed my trustworthy wet cloth and started to scrub. But it was unaffected. The thing was, I didn't touch anything. I swiped the blob, what I thought was a blob, with my bare fingers, and I just felt nothing. It was like it was painted on my ceiling, minus the paint texture and all sense that it was real. But it was still moving. Sometimes it dances around the place. On other times, it moved to a slightly different place. I called my friend about it. He came and saw nothing. No stain. No blob. He called me crazy for being convinced that it was there. Because it is there. Am I crazy? I don't know anymore. I wasn't taking any medication and my stress level was normal. I've never experienced anything connected to seeing things or hallucinating either. So this was just strange. My eyesight should be normal too. It even appeared on my camera. Yet, when I sent the picture to anyone, they just said that there's nothing there. I tried to get my mind off of it. It wasn't like the black blob plus the movement was particularly very noticeable, or anything. I can ignore it just fine, most days. The thing about only me being able to see it was the catch though. How is that even a thing? Am I getting visions in my prime age of 25? That just doesn't seem likely. I'm too old to experience this. There should be a scientific explanation to this, but so far, I've found none. I'm just laying in my bed every night, trying not to think too much about it. When I woke up one day, it had gotten even bigger. There were white stains dancing around the black circle plastered on my ceiling like it was nothing. I was trying my best to ignore it, but now it's becoming even harder. The whites kept on moving back and forth, quick and slow, swimming around the still black circle like a pack of fish getting around their pond. I've started to sleep on my side way more frequently, but I still can't help the feeling of something moving above me, something that only I can see. It was getting freakish, and every night I felt like I was losing my mind slowly but surely. So I contacted my friend again and begged that I sleep in his house. Every day I went to work, and then I went to his house. I woke up, went to work, and then went to his house. It went on for about 1 week, and it was really refreshing on my part. For once, I don't have to deal with the black puddle and white moving stains eating away at my mind. Running away from your problem won't fix anything, they say. But I beg to differ. Or maybe they're right, after all. I went back to my house after the 1 week sleepover, and then I saw a face on my bedroom ceiling, staring right back at me. I spent what felt like years just staring at it in disbelief. What in tarnation has happened to my ceiling? It was a face, a black face, made out of entirely void, with twitching white eyes and a smirk? It doesn't remotely look like a proper human face, but you can just immediately tell how that's a face. Is my mind playing tricks on me? God, I hope that's the case. Anything but an actual demon living just above the place I sleep in. From that night forward, I didn't even bother going to my bedroom anymore. I was trying my absolute hardest to get it off my mind. I moved my important clothes, set my air mattress on the living room, and closed the door to my bedroom, locking it tight. Maybe I need to call in an exorcist or something. I don't believe in ghostly things, but this is starting to feel a little bit too real. The next following days passed in a blink of an eye. I wouldn't necessarily call myself terrified or terrorized, but it was definitely on my mind a lot. I couldn't even go to my room anymore. When I work, when I eat, when I go to the toilet, it was still on my mind. It was sending me heebie-jeebies. However much time passed, that puddle of a face was not leaving my memory. It was staring me down. It got a smirk. It was... Damn it. I'm calling the exorcist tomorrow. The next morning, when I opened my eyes, the first thing I saw was that face again. Black puddle with white eyes, smirk wide and menacing. It moved to the living room. I checked my bedroom. It was gone. It was following me. It had gotten bigger. The more I stared at that face, the more terrifying it became. The smirk moved, getting slightly smaller and bigger as it saw fit. The eyes twitched a whole lot more, staring down at me as if it was trying to communicate something. At that point, I knew I couldn't stand sleeping in my house anymore. It was just going to follow me wherever I go. I went to work. I couldn't concentrate at all. All I could think about was a way out. I needed to get the hell out of this situation. I needed to get that thing, a demon face, out of my life. At some point in my circling thoughts, I started to hear crawling sounds right above my head. My body froze. It sounded huge. Slowly, I looked up. It was there. It was staring back at me, with its empty, white, twitching eyes. The smirk became clearer. It got so many teeth, sharp teeth, all on full display. It grew several legs too, resembling that of a spider. That was what made the crawling noises. That also gave it the power to freely move, to freely follow me wherever I go, all day, every day. Now, I can't escape anymore.